Good evening.
Hey, Terry.
How you doing, sir?
Great, great. Got to have you on as always. Good to see you.
Always, sir.
Hey, Facebook family, Russell Pete. Everybody, welcome to the call. 7 o'clock, 8 East Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Russell Pete here. So glad to have everybody on the call tonight. If you just joined us on the call, give us your name and where you're calling in from. You know what to do. Associates, Scope Prosperity Partners, welcome.
Hey, Mr. Pete and Stacy and Larry Martin from Suffolk, Virginia.
Hey, Stacy and Larry Martin from Suffolk, Virginia. Glad to have you guys on as always.
I am
Thank
Bayline, Savannah, Georgia.
Mr. Bayline. Mr. Bayline, welcome to the call, sir. Ms. Bayline, do you mind sharing tonight during our training segment a little bit about what you shared on our 90-day run call last week?
Depending on what you're talking about.
Talking about the idea of getting comfortable with no.
Absolutely. I'll help you out.
Sir, appreciate it. Sorry for the last minute notice. You know how it is. Welcome, everybody. As you come onto the call, guys, give us your name, where you're calling in from. Let us know you're on the call.
Terry
First-
Allen, Louisville, Kentucky.
There's Terry. She's the first one on tonight, as always. Welcome, Terry. Glad to have you. There's Ms. Kleins. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, Robert Cathy Jr. Welcome. Hey, superstar. Good to hear your voice, see your beautiful smile. Welcome to the call, everybody. It's 7:01 Central Time, 8:01 Eastern Time. It's time for our Sunday night team builders training call. So glad to have all of you on tonight. As you come onto the call, we're just going to spend these next 3 or 4 minutes doing our roll call. Come on, give us your name, where you're calling in from. Let us know where you are. That way you can let everybody else know where you're calling in from. That way you find out you got fellow prosperity partner, business partners calling in from all over North America tonight, and people that can help you grow and build your business in other parts of the country where maybe you don't know many people. Maybe you know people there. You need somebody to help you get a new associate signed up or get them launched or just need some help. Welcome to the call. Give us your name, where you're calling in from. Hey, Ms. Kleins. Welcome to the
Hello,
call.
Pastor Reed.
Looking fabulous as always. You got a glow about you tonight, Ms. Kleins. You're glowing. All
Good
right, guys.
evening, Bernadette Jackson, Killeen, Texas.
There she is, superstar. Hey, Bernadette, welcome to the call. Glad to have you on the call as always. All right, guys, anybody else, if you haven't already done so, give us your name, where you're calling in from. We got a great call lined up tonight.
Francine Goodman, Austin, Texas.
Hey, Francine, Goodman, Austin, Texas. Glad to have you on the call. Welcome.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Reginald Reed, Washington State.
Hey, Reginald Reed, glad to have you on the call, sir. Good to see you.
Thank you. You too.
Reginald, I gotta write your name down. I need to call you. All right, guys, anybody else?
Felicia Brockton, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Hey, Felicia, welcome. Hey, Felicia, welcome to the call. Oh, that's probably really old. All right, bye. Anybody else? Everybody, we got about another 2 or 3 minutes left in roll call. As you come into the call, spend these few minutes, send out your last minute text reminder messages to your team. I always say, don't assume that your team members remember to hop on the call just like you did. This would be an opportunity for you to get them on and remind them about the team call so they can get the exciting information, bright spots, and training that we're going to have tonight. Do yourself a favor. Less work for you to try to share with them what you heard on the call, or just let them hear it themselves. So send out a quick text message to remind them to hop onto the call so they can get it firsthand, just like you're doing.
Good evening, Mr. Beeden.
Hey, Flora, welcome to the call. I like that shirt. I like when it says something millionaire on it. Huh?
There's future millionaire.
That's what I'm talking about. Absolutely. Good stuff. All right, guys.
I want one of those, but I guess I'm not already a millionaire. Okay.
Hey,
Already won, Mrs. Klein. You don't need under the one.
tell Ms. Klein, that don't mean we don't want the t-shirt, huh?
That's right.
Exactly.
Give up the money, not the t-shirt.
Oh, after you get the money, the t-shirt looks pretty nice. Welcome to the call, guys. I got about 1 more minute of roll call. As you come to the call, give us your name, where you calling.
Linda T from Charleston.
We got a great call lined up. Lots of exciting things going on here. Linda T, welcome to the call.
Linda T from Charleston.
Gotcha, Linda. Welcome to the call. Linda's gonna be our next one.
Cindy
100,000.
Marvin from Atlanta.
Hey, Cindy Martin from Atlanta. Glad to have you on. Welcome to the call. Glad to have you on as always, Cindy. Welcome.
Hey, I put a message in group me I need please a host for Thursday night and 2 people to share their story. If anybody will text me on group me, I'd appreciate it.
There you go. Cindy's doing Thursday nights hangout. We got you covered, Cindy. Don't worry.
Thank
You
you.
put that in the hangout team group me or just the regular?
I just put it in the regular.
All right, put a message in the hangout group me. That way the hangout team can take care of you. That'd be great. All right, guys, I got 5 minutes after the hour. That means it's time for us to get down with the get down. Welcome to our Sunday night team builders training call. My name is Russell Peden. It's my pleasure to be your host tonight, as I am just most every Sunday night. Welcome to our team builders training call, where prosperity partner business partners gather every Sunday night around 8 p.m. Eastern time to share ideas, recognize themselves and their teams, and get some great training on how to build and grow a successful business and legal shield from a team building aspect. We focus primarily on talking about team building because most people are looking to build a walkaway income, when it's going to come from them building a business that's going to continue to grow and build without them actively having to be involved in producing the memberships themselves. We talk about team building because that's where the true time freedom comes from. When you can take advantage of the concept of leverage, build an organization that will continue to go out there and build and market memberships while you earn override and manage and build your team as well. So we're going to talk about team building tonight, as we talk about most every Sunday night. So welcome to the call. We're done with our roll call. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into my favorite part of the call. As most of you know, it's called our bright spots. It's that part of the call where we get to talk about you and recognize you for the great job that you're doing out there protecting and empowering families and individuals and small businesses, as well as recruiting new Legal Shield business partners, prosperity partner business partners to your team, and teaching them how to go out there and protect and empower families and individuals and small businesses. Well, that's all we do, is protect and empower families and individuals and small businesses, and teach our new associates how to do the same thing. And that's primarily what we're focused on here each and every week, is teach how to do that. And so this is the part of the call where you get to recognize yourself. And I have a saying, I've said it 1,000 times: if you don't get enough recognition, recognize yourself. There's nothing wrong with tooting your own horn. If you don't recognize yourself, no one else is going to recognize you. So be sure to recognize yourself. Let us know if you protected a family. Maybe you've recruited a new associate, like many of you have this week. Maybe you've gone out there, maybe you protected a small business. Maybe you level advanced. Maybe you fast start qualified, which is phenomenal. That's the most important thing you could do as a new associate. Maybe you've gone to manager, senior manager, director, even executive director and beyond. So we want to recognize you and the great job you're doing, and allow you to recognize yourself and your fellow teammates as well. And I'm going to kick things off tonight by recognizing myself. Yours truly, Mr. Peden, protected 5 families last week, 4 in one day. 4 in one day.
Yeah.
Told you I'm not playing, y'all. Y'all think I'm not retired. I'm
Wow.
retired.
Congratulations, Mr.
Protected
Peden.
5 families. It might have been 6.
All right.
I almost had 6, but I'll count that one towards this week. Anyway, guys, so I mean, protecting families, and at my level, that's not a bad week, part-time. So in terms of income. So anyway, that's just so I've already, Ms. Klein, you'd be so proud of me. I'm double PC Pro qualified.
Woo! All right, you go there.
That's over $400 in personal premium. Now, Mrs. Klein, we're excited because that's a personal thing, a little thing between her and I. She's my performance club coach. She'd be kicking me in the butt about my performance club. But anyway, so I want to recognize myself, 5 families last week, and looking forward to doing another 4 or 5 families this week, and bringing on some new recruits. I mean, I'm excited about the 5 families, guys, but I'm mad because I didn't get a new recruit last week, and I got to get me some new recruits. And we're going to talk about that tonight as well. How we got to talk to more people to find the people that we're looking for. And that's the focus of our call, our training segment tonight. But I'm done talking. I started things off with my 5 families, had a great week. I'm proud of myself. I want to toot my own horn. Who else has got something exciting I want to share tonight?
I'll toot, everybody. How y'all doing?
Erica Rowe.
I'm going to jump on that protection train, sir. Congratulations to you.
Thank you very
I
much.
protected 3 small businesses this week, that 99 plan, along with 3 families. So I too am triple PC Pro, bruh. Just
Triple.
saying.
Look, she done beat me
Oh,
down here.
Erica.
I was
that's
talking about
right.
5 families. She said 3 small businesses and 3 family plans. She just put me to shame. Look, and the $99
But
for my business
I'm
plan.
right with you though, Mr. Peden. I'm like, all that premium and no recruits, man, that bonus. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
I know.
we're going
I know.
for it though.
I don't leave none of that. I don't leave no money on the table. I went to the
know.
Warren Duncan School of Recruiting, man. You can't leave no money on the table. But congratulations,
Exactly.
Erica Rowe, on protecting
Thank
3
you.
small businesses, protecting 3 families. That's what it's all about. We protect and empower individuals, families, and small businesses, y'all, and we get paid really well to do it. Ain't that right, Erica Rowe? Nobody, I mean, y'all don't understand, y'all. We get paid really well. Just share some information with you. All right. So who else has got something excited want to share? Congratulations, Eric Rowe. Thanks for sharing.
I'm right behind you guys, Mr. Peden. I
You
was
better
checking my
be.
numbers too. I think I had 3 of the league, the small business essentials and 2 family plans. And I got an email from corporate yesterday telling me I was at 392 for the Govember. And I'm just like you guys. I'm like, I need them recruits.
Man,
Oh,
that
So
Govember
that's
ain't
the
nothing
goal.
without a recruit. You know, you
Nothing
get
without a
this
recruit.
much bonus if you don't have a recruit.
Right.
You can have all the premium you want. Can y'all see my zero? This much bonus if you don't have a recruit this week. Well, actually they
That's
extended it.
all the
Welcome,
bonuses.
Shauna. Michael.
All the bonuses only
Shana.
require 200 premium, and it's all about the recruits. So I'm like, so we got our double and triple PC, but no recruits, no extra bonus.
I know, right? That's all right. But we got the most important thing, that's PC. Next most important thing is some recruits, because a recruit ain't a recruit until they got a recruit. All right. Who else has got some excited want to share?
Hey,
Well,
Mr.
you
Peden,
got
I'll go.
17.
Go ahead, Linda T, superstar, future $50,000 ring earner,
I receive. I definitely.
$100,000. If I was to put it out there,
I
$100,000 ring
received that
the
too.
next 12
Yes,
months,
indeed.
guaranteed.
Yes, I wanted to congratulate Shakaya Maker for recruiting a new sharp talent, Miss Mariah Davis, and definitely want to congratulate Stacy and Larry Martin for protecting the family. And we're, being part of the activity. We just staying married to the activity and, divorcing results.
That's exactly, because that's what it's all about. The activity results will come if you'll do the activity. Congratulations. You said Shakaya? Is that what you said?
Yes, sir. She's online.
I see. Congratulations, Shakaya. Congratulations on your brand new associate. Got your new business partner. That's what it's all about. Congratulations. Good stuff. Awesome. All right.
Okay,
Who else got
I
something
don't-
I want to share? Go ahead, Ms.
I
Klein.
don't make, I need to tone this down. Y'all have way too many folks. Well, I recorded, I sold a membership last week. Willie Love sold 2. Pam Canatera sold 2. Wyatt Ware sold 1, and Stovall so 1, and Lady P. So that's our numbers right now. They gotta grow, but they're going.
Hey, fantastic. We'll take them. Keep them up. That's all premium dollars. It all works. Thanks
Russell?
for sharing. Yeah, go ahead, Stacy.
It's Cindy. Yeah. So
Cindy, sorry.
I'll toot the horn of just be married to the activity. I brought on an insurance HR professional about 4 years ago. She's never done anything. And I mean, nothing. And she called me this week and has 2 companies that approved to have ID Shield and Legal Shield. And I'm meeting her tomorrow morning to do a presentation to one of them to 20 employees. And already the HR director's already said she's going to get the plan, which is a good start, I feel. So I was practicing a lot today to make sure I do a really great job tomorrow morning in my 10 minutes.
I know you're gonna do a phenomenal job. Listen, you got this in the bag, Cindy Mark. You've been doing this for so long. I feel sorry for the people tomorrow. They might as well just go and just get their money right. So go ahead and crush it, girl. We know you will. All right. Who else has got something exciting? One more. I got a couple more minutes, a little bit more time for a few more bright spots. Who wants to go next? Don't be shy. You
Hey,
think,
Mr. Peden, this Mr. Vaylines. Hey, I
Mr.
sold,
Vaylines. Yes, sir.
I didn't get 3 or 4 families like you guys, but I sold 2, and then I just sold 1 today. So I don't know if that's this week or next week. So
Well, if you do it, the numbers that whether you do them, that's next week's numbers. But I learned that from you. This Sunday is the start of a new week. Shoot.
Exactly.
Congratulations, man. That's what leaders do, y'all. That's your leadership. You're that out there protecting and empowering families. If we can do it, you say, well, y'all can do it. Y'all are ED. No. We're just doing the activity. You could do the same thing. We're going to talk about that today. We're just getting more no's. And that's what we're going to talk about going for no, setting no goals today. We're going to talk about that. Let's get into that in just a little bit. All right. Anybody else? Anybody just dying to share a bright spot? Again, you don't have to be double PC, triple PC, 3 small businesses and all that stuff. Maybe you just protected the family. Maybe you just recruited an associate. That's not that's amazing. Recruiting associates is the #1 activity to building a successful team, a big team. You got to recruit, because a recruit ain't a recruit till they got to recruit. All right. And then, but look, don't feel bad. And maybe you're just excited to be a part of the team, and you're just excited about the opportunity and the potential that's coming. We just want to hear from you. And because we believe in celebrating all wins. You don't have to feel bad about not doing X, Y, and Z. If you just protect it, maybe you're excited that you got a bunch of activity. You made a bunch of contacts, which is the next, well, actually the primary lead measure is to make exposures. In fact, we're going to start I think, Mr. Venas, we should start recognizing the people who get the most no's, who get the most exposures out, because those are going to be, I think we should come up with some sort of recognition for that. We got to start setting no goals. All right. I don't mean no, like don't have any goals. I mean like N-O goals. All right. All right. Anybody else? Last call for bright spots. Where's everybody tonight?
Hey, Mr. Pete and Will Dazzy here. Can you hear me?
I was just about to, I'm so glad, sir. I was wondering where you work. There you are. Yes, sir. Go for it.
My apologies. I'm on the road traveling back from New Jersey. But I definitely want to give a huge shout out to Ms. Shauna Blanc. Ms. Shauna Blanc protected a few families, protected small businesses for two last week. A big congratulations to her. Certainly want to give a big congratulations to Mr. Isaac Bryant, who protected family with a combo plan. I protected a family, a couple families last week. I'm PC Pro qualified and I'm Executive Director qualified already. And, you know, we're talking all this by the 13th of the month. So super excited. We got some great momentum taking place. Of course, you know, Ms. Tillis Aloze, by the way, protected a few families and I think a couple small business owners. I'm super excited that they actually ended the November PC Push Challenge, and I know that we're going to do some amazing things this week. So with that, I turn it back over to you, sir.
Mr. Daz, they extended that to what? To this coming Friday, right? Or what is it? What is the
Wednesday.
Yes.
Wednesday, the 17th.
It's the
There's
7th. It's the 17th.
There's Tillis.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Hey, Mr. Pete.
Go ahead, Tillis.
Hey, Mr. Pete. Hey, I'm in the car too, driving back from North Carolina. So I'm not
This is
sure
my
if
mama.
my team recognized themselves or
They
not.
did. They did.
Did Eric? Okay, good. Okay, good.
Look, Erica
I
Rowe
know
already put me
Melissa
down.
has been.
Shit, I said Erica Rowe put me down. I was all excited about being double PC Pro qualified. Erica was like, I'm triple PC Pro qualified, Mr. Pete. She already poo-pooed all over my little double PC Pro. But anyway, I'm sorry, tell us, go ahead.
Oh my. No. I was gonna brag about her. She is just a stone throw away from requalifying executive director. So I'm super excited for Erica. And then Melissa is running for senior director this month, and she's protected some families and brought in some new team members, and she's just doing some amazing things. And of course, Stacy and Larry Martin also. So I just wanted to put that out there. I'm pretty sure they announced themselves when they didn't see me on, but I just want to make sure I recognize them as well.
No, you did, and they're all doing. They all recognize themselves. I don't know about Stacy and Larry, but they don't need you. They're always protected and empowering families. But great job, Tillis. Good stuff. And on that, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and put a bow on the bright spots. I've got 7:19, 8:19 East Coast time on the bright spots. So, Mr. Dazzy, I was going to go to you for an announcement, but you made the big announcement right there on the call, and that's the extension of the November incentive, the promotion. Guys, again, that you go out there, you get PC qualified and recruit 1, 2, or 3 associates, and you can pick up some extra bonuses, some extra points, just for doing what you're already doing anyway. So anything else you want to share, Mr. Dazzy, in terms of announcements?
I'm just going to hit on this November PC push really quickly because I think it's so important, Mr. Pete. And, you know, sometimes the company puts these incentives in place, right? And we're thinking, some people are like really after it, like, okay, I'm going to get this done. And there are other people who are like, you know, it's only $100 to $300 in extra money. Well, if somebody puts a $50 bill down and a $100 bill down, they say, which would you choose? I'm taking both, right? And it's not even about the incentive or the money that's on the table. It's about the momentum that you can stir like this. You see, if you're running making moves to make sure that you earn, that extra bonus for the PC Pro. Maybe you're running for the 200 in premium, because we're all superstars and mega stars on this call. We should be running for the 200 in personal network premium and recruiting 2 people. But guess what? Now you got 2 new people on your team who you can work with, family. Guess what? If you got 3 people on your team running to do the same thing, 5 people, 8 people, 10 people on your team running to do the exact same thing, this is how you build some serious momentum going out to close the year up. That's what it's all about. Because how you wrap up this last quarter of the year is how you will launch 2022. That's just a fact. And so you want to make sure that, number one, you're in the driver's seat. You're doing everything you got to do to make sure that you get your Govember PC push done. Okay. Number 2, if you're running for it, that means you're talking about it. And if you're talking about it, that means that you're identifying other people on your team who want to do the same thing. And when you're running with other people, it becomes fun. It becomes like a little competition. You guys can exchange energy, if you will, right, off of one another. And so that's a great thing. So now they're running for the same exact promo. And then again, number 3, you just have a whole bunch of new people who you can work with within your organization. All these things come together to do our good. It all comes together for our good. Guess what? The more new recruits you have in your power team, the higher you're going to find yourself on that Maui, Hawaii list. The more people who get their performance club done, by the 17th of the month, means the more people you can turn back to help out who maybe haven't got it done yet. Let's just say you were running for senior director and you went ahead and you got 4 people on your team who are running for the 200 and personal network premium with 2 recruits, and you help 4 people on your team do that. Well, what's 4 times 200? Isn't that 800 in premium? And you messed around and you did 200 in premium. Now you're at $1,000, 1,000 in premium. You're only 600 away, and that's just with 4 people on your team running for that goal. What if you have more than that? What if you have people who just say, "Hey, I'm just going to get my performance club done this month. I may not be able to get it done by the 17th, but I'll definitely have it done by the end of the month." Do you think that you might be a senior director by the end of the month? Do you think you might find yourself at executive director by the end of the month? I think yes. Okay. So that's how you build some serious momentum. You want to go to the Black and Gold Executive Director Gala? All it takes is yourself running for a promo like this, an incentive like this, and find a few other people who want to do it. That's just the name of the game. So keep your eye on the prize, family. These incentives are there to help us, not just because we're going to get some additional bonus money, but because of the long-term positive effect that it's going to do for our businesses. So, of course, Mr. Peenan, we've got that. I mentioned it just now. We've got the ED Gala, not the ED Gala, but the Black and Gold Banquet. Guys, we're going retro with it. The Black and Gold Executive Director Banquet. It's the 50th year of Legal Shield. You want to make sure that you're at that banquet. It's going to be amazing. And we all remember that. But for those of you who have been in the game for a while, we all remember the Black and Gold Banquet. It's just an amazing, amazing, amazing event. And I can tell you what, these events, for the executive directors and above, have gotten better, better, and better. And so just understand this. You got to qualify for executive director this month, next month, which is December, January, and February, in order to receive an invitation for the executive director gala. Please, 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 if you want to go, make sure you do everything you got to do to get qualified. Matter of fact, we had a lot of people on this incredible team who actually qualified to go to the ED Gala last month in October, and they'll tell you it was everything we said and some. But I'm telling you, this Black and Gold Executive Director Banquet is going to be even better than that. Trust me, Legal Shield always outdoes itself. And so make sure that you do what you need to do so you can qualify. Now, speaking about that, look, you cannot attend the ED Executive Director Black and Gold Banquet if you are not registered for the international conference. This is the Super Bowl of Legal Shield, family. This is where everybody gets together. This is where where this business goes from your head to the heart. This is where big time decisions are made. This is where all the platinum EDs will be, all the ring earners will be, the millionaire club members. You're always going to get a chance to learn from somebody who's incredible. Like we just had Mr. Eric Thomas, who again, people spend $5, $10, $15, $20,000 to spend a day or two with the likes of these type of personalities. And these are the type of people that Legal Shield invites and brings them to train all of us. You can't afford not to be there. You see, Ms. Shauna Block made a decision. She made a decision after attending the leadership conference last month. And she said, you know what? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of playing it small. I'm ready to be an executive director. And guess what? We put a game plan together. We worked that plan and she got it done. You can never discount the power of the assembly. And so what am I saying, family? If you're not registered for the international conference, by the way, which will take place April the 7th through the 10th, please make sure that you do get with your leadership. Somebody has got a bundle ticket, which has some incredible benefits, by the way, when you purchase a ticket from somebody who has a bundle. I'm not going to go through all that right now, but please make sure that you get registered, and get registered. A word to the wise is the what? Enough. Okay? And last but not the least, for whatever reason, family, you had a bad day, you had a bad month, and you didn't get your performance club done last month. You didn't get your PC Pro done last month. The company is giving everyone a shot. They're like, okay, fine. You didn't get it done last month. We're going to do something that we never do. So maybe you didn't get your performance club qualification done last month, and you've been qualifying consistently, and maybe you lost a whole bunch of months, right? Well, the company says, look, if you'll go ahead and get your qualifications done this month, they will go ahead and add all the other months that you had before. They'll add it all there. It'll be as if you never fell out of performance club.
Wow.
But you have to get qualified this month. So please, for the sweet love of the Lord, please get it done. Please don't mess around and not get it done, because I know what that's like, Mr. Peden. I remember having 69 months of consecutive performance club qualifications done. I waited to the last minute because I let my minimum become my maximum, and I didn't place an associate on time. And because of that, I lost $6,000 a year, $500 a month, because I made a terrible mistake. And I remember falling out, and I remember not feeling like doing it. I remember I thought, I'm like, you know what, forget this, right? But Mr. Peden called me and said, dude, that's not even who you are, bro. That's not even cool, right? You get a chance. Lord knows, if I could get a chance to add that 69 months to the 130 something months that I have, Lord knows I would love to do it, but I can't. You got the chance. You got the shot right now. Take the shot. That's all I'm asking you to do. Take the shot, okay? So make sure that you get that done. There's one last important thing. Oh, shucks. By the way, y'all, for those of you who are a senior director and above, Mr. Don Thompson put a challenge out there. He said, look, if you will go ahead and make sure that you are having double-digit power team recruiting done in your organization, if you add 5 power team recruits to whatever number you had last month, they will give you
$1,000 bonus.
An extra. Guaranteed. No qualification. It's not we'll draw this. It's a draw and no. Guaranteed. That's what you're gonna get. That can go towards your holiday expenses. But here's what I love. He said, look, there's gonna be more. You have no idea what we have planned for the future. So what am I saying? If you are a dangerous director, or you are close to becoming a dangerous director, you, number one, want to make sure that you're a dangerous director now, and number two, you want to make sure that you qualify director this month or above that, because they're going to be bringing something else for the month of what? December. They're going to do it even bigger and better in December. And so understand this. You right now, be able to earn the extra $1,000. But I don't want you to think like that. I want you to think about what you can do recruiting a couple handfuls of people this month, you are going to put yourself in a position, because whatever they're going to announce next month for senior directors and above, it's going to have everything to do with power team production and power team recruiting. Mark my words on that. And again, you want momentum building right now. That way, next month when they announce whatever it is they announce, you've got the people in place, you got some new blood, because new blood is the lifeblood, and now you put yourself in a position where you can win, and you can win big time. So those are the words to the wise again is enough. Mr. Peden, those are the announcements that I have, sir. I turn it back over to you.
Well, thanks, man. Appreciate your energy always, Mr. Dazzy, and sharing that great information, guys. So hopefully you're taking notes here, guys. Lots of things to focus on, least of which is your recruiting and your numbers. We're going to talk about that's going to be the focus. For those of you that decided to step up and join our 90-day run group, led by the amazing Platinum Executive Director, Ms. Tillis Elozane. One of the things that she set up for us was not just an accountability call every week, immediately following this call, which is why we want to hurry up and finish this call so we can get to our 90-day run accountability call. But we've got a book that we're reading as well as part of the 90-day run. And one of those books, are the main book to read, is called Go for No. And I want to talk about that tonight, guys. I've listened. Mrs. Peden won't let me buy any more books because she only let me bring 6 boxes of books with me from Virginia to Mexico. So she says all my books I have to download to my Kindle app or get them on audiobook. So I've been listening to the book Go for No, and I've listened to it probably 5 or 6 times. And there's another book, a kind of a companion book to it called Go for No for Network Marketers. And I want to talk about that tonight, guys. I'm going to ask one of our amazing leaders, Mr. Ionel Valines and Ms. Tillis Elozane, of course, Mr. Dazzy, to help me tonight and just chime in on, give us your thoughts on this whole concept of going for no. And but I want to start it off by making a statement, and this is right from the book Go for No for Network Marketers. And here's the statement, guys. Let me get back to it. Let me find it here. Should have been ready. There we go. Go for No. The most guaranteed way to achieve success is to intentionally increase your failure rate. The most guaranteed way to achieve success is to intentionally increase your failure rate. Now, guys, just hearing that probably it's like nails on the chalkboard. You're like, increase my failure rate. And we've talked about this so much on our 90-day run call, our accountability call, but we've all been taught that failure is bad. And you said, Mr. Peden, that, and this is a fact, guys, this isn't theory, this isn't a concept, but this is a proven fact that the most guaranteed way to achieve success is to increase your failure rate. That's a fact. And the faster and the quicker and the more you absorb that and understand that concept for yourself, the more success you will have, the quicker success you will have. You've got to increase your failure rate, which means you've got to get more no's. We've been taught that no is a bad word. What if no could be an empowering word? What if you could jump up and down every time you get a no? What if you started looking at no differently? And I'm not making fun here. I'm not joking around. I'm saying, what if no became an empowering word for you? Yes sounds good. Yes, just the word yes puts a smile on your face. No doesn't sound so great because we've been conditioned and trained our whole lives that no is bad ever since we were kids. No, boy, put that down. No. But what if yes? I mean, what if no in our mind equated to a yes? What if no made you feel excited and invigorated? It made you think, man, I'm winning. And so we want to talk to you tonight about this concept of going for no. In fact, I'm going to tell us, and I appreciate you sharing with our 90-day run, but I'm going to make a move here, Mr. Valens. I know you've done this in the past too. We're going to move and challenge the team tonight to pick up a copy of Go for No. In fact, let me show you what the book looks like. We'll share my screen real quick. And for some of you, you're like me, you're going to want to have to listen to it on Audible or audio. Here's what it looks like. This is the book right here, Go for No. Let me make it a little bigger for you. This is it right here, Go for No. So it's very easy to find, Go for No by Richard Fenton and Andrea Waltz. And here's the Go for No for network marketing. It's also by Richard Fentz and Andrew Walsh, but it's also co-authored by Ray Higgins, who's one of the top network marketers in the entire world. And you'll find a lot of, if you read the book or listen to the book, you'll see some familiar, there's lots of stories from network marketers in this book. And if you listen to the book, read the book, you'll find some familiar names in that book, people sharing their Go for No stories. So another reason to get the book, because I just want you to get the book so you can start looking for some folks that you're going to recognize in that book, Go for No for network marketing. All right. So tell us, you're the one who picked out this book. Would you mind just kind of setting this up for us? And why should we focus on going for no? I know I put you on the
Yes, sir.
spot.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am, Ms. Platinum, Executive Director, go for it.
Okay, so I'm gonna apologize up front, guys. I'm on 95, so if I go out, I promise I'll try to be back in. But yes, so Go for No, to me, when I first read this book, and like most people, they kind of think it's a negative kind of tone to it. And for me, I've taken the Go for No to the next level. I mean, I'm designing a training on it because it was one of the things that I can say, one of the catalysts that really helped my team to embrace, embrace the no, embrace the going and asking and prospecting. One of the biggest things you're gonna hear from people is, I don't wanna ask my family and friends. And we alluded to this tonight, if you were on the power, feel like they're crossing a major highway when they're going to do something. And it feels strange, it's out of the norm. But when you learn to embrace the no, when you realize that part of anything is being willing to take the no, being willing to take the risk. So I'm gonna ask the fellas, because I feel like the fellas kind of get the no a lot sooner than the ladies do, right? But do you remember, like the men get a lot of no's and they kick back on, they come right back, okay? So do you remember in high school or maybe junior high school, and you go to a school dance and the girls will be on one side of the wall and the guys will be on the other side of the wall, and somebody has to make the long trek across the gym, the men, to ask the one girl to dance. And what do the girls always say? Even if they like the guy, what do they say? They say no. And then he's got to walk all the way back across the gym with all of his buddies laughing and pointing at him. And even though the girl likes him, she wants to dance with him, she's going to automatically say no the first time. So I want you to keep that image when you're thinking about going for the no. When you're thinking about the sales process, or in our case, the marketing, because we're in network marketing. So when we're marketing to someone, people automatically go for the no. They're going to say no. Most people right away, it's very few that say yes at the first time that they look at it. So you have to get used to embracing that no, and know that's part of the sales process, because when we look at the no, we think that we're in the middle, no is on one side and yes is on the other side. So therefore we want to change what we're doing. We want to change how we're doing it. We want to ask, well, what do you say in this scenario? What do you say to this person? How do you say it to that person? When simply it's part of the process. And so when you understand that no is on the way to success, it becomes a lot easier. So in 2020, early 2020, we started this book, Go for No, and it literally changed everything. And we started looking for the no, because we know that if you get enough no's, eventually someone is going to say yes. So that's what I have to add tonight, Mr. Pete, back over to you.
Well, and that's a Platinum Executive Director talking to you right there, y'all. You can see why she's our next Platinum, next future $100,000 ring earner here on Team Prosperity Partners. Thanks, Tillis, for you teed that up just perfectly. I wish him to go out to Mr. Valines and have him share some thoughts that he shared with our 90-day run group last week on the different levels of fear But I want to just say something that I've said. If you've been around me for these last 5 or 10 years, you've heard me do this training before. And I get this right from my mentor, Woody Alexander. He'd say, you know what? Here's the reality, guys. And look, we can't recruit people. Go, look, if you join us, and most people you talk to are going to say no. Why would somebody want to join us? So we don't tell them that up front. We're not pulling an okey doke on them. We just want to get them in because the benefits of building a successful business in Legal Shield far outweigh the negative negativity you might have to take on the path to getting to that success. But here's the reality. My mentor, Woody Alexander, he said, look, most of the people that you talk to aren't going to be interested in taking a look. Most people who take a look aren't going to join. Most ones who join aren't going to work. And most ones who work aren't going to become your leaders. And most of your leaders aren't going to become your superstars. And a superstar, guys, pays you $5,000 a month forever. So it doesn't take many superstars, right? But here's the flip side of that coin. You know, I like in the book, tell us, Mr. Valines, Mr. Daz, you guys remember, he said, no, it's like a coin. No is on one side, like heads or tails. No is on one side, but guess what's on the other side of that coin? Yes. If you flip a coin over and over and over again, you're going to get yeses and nos, heads and tails, heads and tails. So most people aren't going to take a look. Most people aren't going to take a look, aren't going to join. Most of the ones that join aren't going to work, and most of the ones aren't going to work or become your leaders. So that sounds kind of just like the no. That sounds really negative, Mr. Pete. Why would you say that? Because it's the reality. Most people you talk to aren't going to take a look. And most of the ones that take a look aren't going to say yes. And most of the ones that say yes aren't going to do anything. And most of the ones who do something aren't going to become your leaders, and most of those leaders aren't going to become your superstars. But if you turn that coin over, here's what the other side of the coin looks like. Some of the people that you share it with will take a look, and some of the ones that take a look will join, and some of the ones who join will work, and some of the ones that work will become your leaders, and some of those leaders will become your superstars like Diane Kleins and Tillis Alizé and Will Dadsey and Ian Baylines, and I go on and on and on. And these people will pay you $5,000 a month in overrides for the rest of your life. So how many superstars do you need? I got more than one. Miss Kleins was my first. And I've had 5 or 6 more since then. But my point is that, so will you be willing to go through the no's to find your Diane Kleins, to find your Tillis Alizé, to find your Will Dadsey, your Ian Baylines? But what if you how many no's does it take to find a Diane Kleins? I signed up on January 12th, 1993. I didn't find Diane Kleins till June 1996. Guess what? If I had quit in 1995 or 1994, I would have missed Diane Kleins in 1996. And she has paid me, her and her team have paid Mrs. Pete and I millions of dollars in overrides over the last 25, 26 years. All right, Mr. Baylines, I teed that up for you really good, man. Last week, you talked about, and tell us, it was called the 5 levels of fear. Is that what it was?
Yes, 5 levels of failure.
5 levels of failure. The first one was being comfortable with failure. Oh, no, I forget.
The ability to fail.
We all have number 1 is the ability to fail. And number 2
is the willingness to fail.
The willingness to fail. And we're not going to get into all of them, guys, because most of us, it takes a special kind of person to get to 3, 4, and even level 5. But let's talk about level 1 and 2, Mr. Valines. You did a great job. Or I think I did the first and then you did the second. But would you mind just talking about those first couple levels of fear or failure? Excuse me. I keep equating the word fear and failure, but if we're talking about failure, guys, remember I started tonight off saying the most guaranteed way to success is to intentionally increase your rate of failure. So we're talking about the 5 levels of failure. Mr. Valines, go right ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. Amen. And Mr. P couldn't have teed it up better. I'm telling you guys that the real reason that most people miss it in this business is because they quit.
That's it. That is the only way you can fail.
Thank you, sir. The only way you can fail in this business is by quitting, but most people will quit before they understand that they have the ability to fail their way to success. See, you can fail your way to success here, but most people will not do it enough because they've been told, and we're reading this other book called the 4 Agreements, right? we're reading another book on our team called The Four Agreements. And I'm telling you guys, because most people are so afraid of failing, they quit before they find a Diane Klein's, before they find a Russell Peaton, before they find a Will Daz, before they find a Tillis Alizé, before they find a Erica and the Linda Texie. You guys understand what I'm saying. But what we all have that ability to fail. The question is, will you continue to do it?
God,
will you continue to take?
Guys, you got to have them. You got to say, man, I want to fail, because the most guaranteed way to success is to intentionally increase your rate of failure. Sorry, Mr.
Absolutely. No, I love it, right? And that's where it comes at, right? That's where it starts. And if you can get past that point, the rest is easy, right? Because once you get past the understanding that everybody has the ability to fail, but most people won't take that and run with it, right? Because they quit before, because they got these other, so to speak, agreements in their heads. I'm sorry, this book just keep coming back to me because we're reading it now. But because they have these other agreements that people have been telling them about, oh, that failure is not right. But I'm telling you guys, failure is the way to success.
Guaranteed.
If you will just hone that ability, say, man, I know I have the ability to fail. And if I can fail fast enough, long enough, I will absolutely win. But most people don't see it that way. As Ms. Alizé said earlier, she said, people think that failure is on one end and success on the other end, but it's not. They're on the same path. The question is, will you get past failure to success? Right. And then let's talk about the second one. This is where, you really will turn the tables for your success. You can literally turn the tables. And you say, what do you mean by I can turn the tables? Because you can guarantee your success when you say, man, I am so willing to fail. When you get excited about failing, oh my God, you nothing can stop you, right? Just think about this. And I hope you guys can understand this. A baseball player goes up to the bat, he goes up, and if he swings every single time, I mean, he might strike out 100 times, but I guarantee, because the pitcher's going to throw the ball over the plate sooner or later. And if he just keeps swinging, pow, he's going to knock a whole bunch. I don't know, you guys know that Barry Bonds is the home run champion now, but he is also the strikeout king too, because he kept swinging. See, he just kept swinging. His willingness to go up there and swing that bat, he was left-handed, right? His willingness to go up there and just keep swinging away. He's like, I don't know if he's going to throw the curveball. I don't know if he's going to throw the sinker. I don't know if he's going to throw, but he kept saying, you know what? I'm going to keep swinging. I'm going to keep swinging, because he understood if I just keep swinging, I know I got enough power. If I get a hold of one of them, right, they're going out of here. And he hit 70 home runs in 1 year. And people are like, wow, how did he hit 70? Well, he struck out like 300 times that year, but nobody cares. And he didn't either. See, because he was willing to go up there and fail time and time again, because he said, you know what? I know sooner or later, I'm going to hit one of these and I'm going to take it out the park. And so now the pitchers got so afraid of him, they didn't want to pitch to him. Yeah. Right. So like when you understand, in this business, if I just go out and talk to enough people, I don't care. And Mr. Peaton said it best on last week's call. He said, you wouldn't have recruited this guy that looked like he was nothing, but he introduced, Fran Alexander, right? Now, you wouldn't have recruited him, but you would have loved to recruit Fran. Right. But the only reason you would have never got to Fran is because you didn't recruit this guy. You wasn't willing to say, you know what, I don't care what he looked like. I don't care. He looked like a, country bumpkin. I don't know what they call, y'all guys understand what I'm saying. Somebody that just don't look like they got nothing going on. And you're like, man, I ain't talking to them. But that's the person you need to talk to. And when you get to the point where, man, you say, man, I can't wait to get a no. You want to talk to everybody on the street, not just one person. You're going to talk to everybody you meet, because you said, man, I just need you to tell me no. Just wonder if you walked up to folks and say, man, all I'm asking you to do is tell me no. You know what they're going to say? Well, what are we talking about? Right. See? What do you need me to say no? What do you need me to say no to? Exactly. And then, so you like, wait a minute, don't get ahead of us. Don't get ahead of me. I just need you to say no. And when you get to that point, the world is your oyster.
Wow.
The world is your oyster. You cannot fail because you have determined in your mind that failure is not the option. It's just the vehicle to the yeses and the successes.
The book, Mr. Thank, amazing job, Mr. The subtitle to the book, Go for No for Network Marketers, is Yes is the destination, No is the vehicle.
Absolutely.
If you guys, I don't know, we've had a lot of calls. I don't know how many calls we've had this week. We do a call every week. So we're on week number 30. I don't know. I mean, somebody do the math, but we're probably on week like 40 something, right? Of our call. We've had some 40 calls, this Sunday team calls this year. And this call right here could be the call for you. We talked about how that one thing that you get that could change your business forever. This could be it. I appreciate Tillis picking out this book. And she watched this book change her entire organization, solidify her executive director, allow her to earn almost $70,000 her first full year with Legal Shield, and on track to do more than probably twice that in the next 12 months. We watched it produce amazing executive director leaders like Linda Texier and others on her team, Erica Rowe, just amazing executive directors. But Mr. Vailon said, I was writing stuff down as you were saying. You said, if you're willing to understand this and fail fast enough and long enough, and I want to add, and big enough. One of the things they talk about in the book is that you got to be willing. And this is what Mr. Vailon said, if you will get this idea of being, we all have the ability, but if you be willing, just say, I'm looking forward to failing. Because Mr. Peden says that it's a fact that the most guaranteed way to success is to intentionally increase my failure rate. If you will get that, guys, and fail fast. The book says you want to fail fast. Mr. Vailon says you want to fail long. And they all say you want to fail big, right? You want to fail big. And the way you fail big is to go for the shark, exponentially. In our business, we want to take a bunch of people with us and fail. That's how I'm not just trying to increase my own failure rate. I'm trying to increase your failure rate. I'm trying to increase my whole team. That sounds so counterintuitive, doesn't it? I'm trying to get my whole team to fail faster and bigger. That don't even sound right coming out of my mouth. But if I do that, I know this. Mr. Vailon knows this. Ms. Alice Tillis, the leadership on this team, we know that failure is the key to success. I'm trying to see what else I wrote down here. And you said something, nobody cares. You know what? Nobody, when you walk across that stage as executive director, when you walk across and get your $50,000 ring at the Black and Gold Gala, no one's going to care about your nose. No one's going to care about how many times you failed. No one's going to care how many times people said no to you. So you need to stop caring about it right now, because it doesn't matter. We got to stop. The other thing my mentor, Ms. Vailon, what he used to always say, I think I mentioned this last week on our 90-day run call, is that you got to quit caring. Now, I don't mean that overall, like in your life. You got to quit caring. We care about what the people are going to say. We talk to someone we know and they say no. We talk to someone we don't know and they say no. We would much rather take the no from a stranger than take the no from someone that we know. Because even though they said the exact same word, we heard something different from the person that we know, like control. We heard no dummy, no idiot, no, why are you doing that? They didn't say that. That's what we heard. But they said no, just like the stranger said no. So we take the no from people that we know personally. But you know what? A no is a no.
No, absolutely.
A no. And what we want you to do tonight, and we got to wrap this up, y'all, because we got to get on our 90-day run call and talk more about going for no, is I want to challenge you to I want you to set a no goal. You're never going to hear me say, I don't want you to focus on Performance Club. And I'm not saying not to focus on, but I want you to focus more on how many no's you can get between now and end of the month. Set a no goal. In the book, they use countless examples. And one of the examples they use, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Tillis, or any other leaders in the 90-day run call, they said they had the example of an associate who had a goal to get 3 sales in 1 week. Let's call it 3 members. Let's say your goal is to get 3 memberships in a week. And let's say by Tuesday, Monday, you got 1, and Tuesday, you got 2. Like last week, I got 5, I protected 5 families. Now, what if that was my goal? Just to recruit 5. So I'm like, wow, I got my goal. I can kick back and chillax. But what if I set a goal to get 50 no's? But let's say it took me only 15 no's to get those 5, to get 5 yeses, or whatever the goal was. So, but imagine, this is a mind shift. Go for more no. Here's what we know. If it takes 5 no's to get 1 yes, how many, and your goal is to sell 3 memberships, how many no's do you need to get 3 memberships? 5 times 3 is 15. So if you get 15 no's, you'll sell 3 memberships, right? But so if your goal is 3 memberships, then you're just going to go for 15. You're going to have to do 15 presentations to get 15 no's. What if your goal is to go for 50 no's and forget about the memberships? How many memberships would you sell then, Mr. Valines?
Hey, Mr. P, and I was just thinking,
Right?
Huh?
Isn't that right? If you went for, if you guys are following me there, if you went for 50 no's and it takes 5 no's to get 1 yes, you would sell 10 memberships. Did y'all hear what I got there? If your goal is 3 memberships, and you realize that I'm a 1 out of 5er, you can say, if I do 15 presentations, I'll get my 3 memberships. Whew, I'm good. But if you say no, instead.
I think we lost him. Did I lose him or everybody lost?
I'm going for 50 no's. I'm here. You would sell 10 memberships. See the difference, y'all? Going for no, Mr. Dazzy, I'm
but Mr. Peyton, I want to jump in here really quick because I just want to quantify something for the team. A lot of times people are counting the no answers or the people who, couldn't make a decision as a no. That's not a no, right? Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Okay, so that's not a no. So a lot of times when we first started this challenge, we realized that it was hard to get 15 no's. It was hard to get 15 no's because it wasn't that people were saying no to us. We were counting, people not answering the phone, or people not calling us back, or people who said they need more information or they need to think about it as a no. That's not a no.
Right.
That's not a no. So if you do the no's, you will find out it's hard to get the no's. It's really hard.
Yeah, it is. Great point, Tillis. Someone saying no, or saying not now or not answering the call is not a no. A no is they saw that they came under the hangout. They said, I'm not interested. They watched the video. I'm not interested. They said no to the membership and or the opportunity. They actually told you, no, this is not for me, or this is not the right time for me, or whatever reason or excuse they gave you. That's a no when you hear a no. And you're right, Tillis. Most of us, and why are we talking about this, y'all? We got 2 minutes. Why are we talking about this? Because I wrote down something. I saw today, I saw something in the group me chat this week, and then I saw several posts on Facebook. Everyone talking about this power training by Mr. Mr. Carruthers that took place today. And I think, I've seen these 2, these guys are incredible. They're both great friends of mine. You won't find, in my opinion, 2 better trainers in this industry on the topic of recruiting and building a large team. But here's what I know for a fact. And most of you are like, oh, I want to get that training. I'm gonna get on that. I'm gonna make sure I get on that training. That's great. And that's what leaders do. They want to constantly get in front of people who are getting the results they want. But here's what most of us don't need more training. Everybody, Mr. Peter, what do you say? Can you do a no? What do you do? No. Here, it doesn't matter what we say. You don't need more training. You need more no's.
Absolutely.
You see, I'm telling you, it doesn't. We can teach you the phrase that pays. Mrs. Klein and I've been around 28 and a half years. She's been around 26 years. We can teach you the phrase that pays. But if you don't use it, what does it matter? See, the phrase that pays works if you say it to somebody. So you don't need more. You don't need us to teach you how to do this or how to do that. What you need is more no's. And I'm not apologizing for not being a little harsh with you, but I'm saying I'm not being harsh. I'm saying, look, you need to we just want you to grasp this concept that the most guaranteed way to success is to increase to intentionally increase your failure rate. And on that, it's 8 o'clock. And on that rate, we're going to wrap it up. Any closing comments for anybody? These last 60 seconds, leaders?
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, Mr. Beaton.
Go ahead, Mr.
Go
Daz.
ahead,
I'm
Mr.
sorry,
Blaylock.
we didn't give you an opportunity. Go
No,
for it.
go ahead, Mr. Dazzy.
I was just going to say, I mean, everything you're saying is spot on. You know, everything that everyone has said is spot on. You know, it's through the nose that you figure out what your ratios are.
Right.
So if you talk to 20 people and only one person said yes, and you want to sign up 5 people, then you got to talk to 100 people. Or maybe you went through 100 people
At least you know.
and they said, and you only got 1, and you want to get 10 people signed up. That means you got to talk to 1,000 people. You see, it's you form your ratio, but as you're forming your ratio, you continue to get better. You'll begin to shrink that number some, so you don't have to talk to as many people to get someone to say yes. You're just going through the nose, but the nose, like Ms. Tillis Aloze said, is the path to helping you get the yes. You can't succeed without the failure. You just can't. And so don't get discouraged. Just continue to do the work. Continue to go for the no's. And in return, you'll begin to get some yeses because you'll find that you even become better. You become better. It's just practice. Those no's, it's just practice, practice, practice. Are you excited about your season of preparation? You see, because once you're prepared and you do recruit somebody, you know, like a Miss Tillis Aloze, you would hope that you're well prepared enough to lead somebody like her to the championship.
Right.
But if you have too much, if you get somebody signed up like that quickly and you don't have the season of preparation, then guess what? Chances are you can't lead them where they need to be. And so it's a process. I guess that's all I wanted to say, Mr. Beaton. It's a process. Yes, you're getting some no's, but there's a journey. There's some learning that's going on there. But when you do get the yes, and you do find that superstar, you'll be ready to lead that superstar straight to the top, and you'll all win because of that season of preparation. Back over to you, sir.
Absolutely, sir. And I appreciate that, man. You know, and one thing, right, Linda text here, not only do you want to set no goals, and that's so what your challenge tonight is to set a goal. How many no's do you want to get? Yes, we want to get some yeses this week. We want to market some memberships, recruit some associates, but what's your no goal this week? And you want to track it, right? Linda Texiera, I guarantee you, Linda Texiera, she knows how many no's she's gotten in the last 6 months, the last year, probably. She tracks her no's. She knows, that's why she knows if she talks to 25 people, she's going to recruit X number of people. She knows that because she's been tracking her no's. So she knows how many no's equal a yes. So you got to set a no goal and start tracking your no's. And we're going to continue this conversation next week. This is probably going to be our focus for the rest of the year, y'all, because we're going to sell you on intentionally increasing your rate of failure, because we know that that's the most guaranteed way to success. Have a fantastic week. Look forward to hearing from you next week on how much you failed this coming week. Have a great week, everybody. We'll talk to you on the call. Don't forget the 90-day run call. By the way, guys, I put a link to the Go for No for Network Marketing Audible book in the GroupMe chat. Now, go pick up a copy of the book if you're a reader. Click on the link that I put in the GroupMe chat to download the Audible book. It's not much. It's a few dollars to download the book. And for those of you that don't want to buy the book and don't want to buy the audio, I'm almost certain, I haven't looked, but I'm almost certain that you can find a free audio copy of this book somewhere online. So don't give me the excuse. I couldn't afford the book. If you can't afford the book, you need to do some more no's. I couldn't find the book. You can find it online for free. But I encourage you to invest in the book, audio or paperback. But if you want to get it for free, that's on you. And then read the book and embrace the book and start realize that you have the ability to fail and be willing to fail. And then we're going to talk about the next 2 or 3 levels of failure on our upcoming calls. Have a great week, everybody. Love and appreciate you. Have a great week achieving your no goal. Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone.